The Joe Rogan Experience.
Boom, and we're live. What's up, brother? How are you?
Man, Joe Rogan, I am so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to see you.
Fuck.
You've gone through a journey.
Oh, man, since the last time I seen you.
Yesterday was 1 year
Yes.
from your heart transplant anniversary.
Exactly.
Wow.
1 year, and Joe, if I told you it was easy, I'd be lying. But, man, it was so worth the journey, and it ain't even funny. Man.
What does it feel like right now? Like have another person's heart in your body. What does that feel like?
Well, a lot of times, Joe, it feels like I actually did die, and this is just a dream that I'm living right now. Yep.
Wow.
This is. I think this would be my heaven.
You look great. You're still
thank you.
jacked.
No, I don't.
You're not losing any weight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still jacked. You still got muscles.
You know, it's such a fall from where I was. You know, I really appreciate that though. But I look at myself now and it's just a fragment of what I used to be. But I'm still here. That's what's so important to me, man.
Well, the ridiculous thing you were doing, you're making videos of your working out, like getting ready, and after your heart operation, you have a heart transplant, and you're running in a parking lot. You trip and fall. I'm like, Jesus, man, slow down. Like,
I got a lot of that.
You just decided that you were just going to start pushing from the beginning.
Well, actually, my brain was ready. But my body wasn't.
Did they warn you about doing that? Did they say it was okay? Like,
they told me that they gave me permission to walk, and me, I'm like, walk, shit, I can run. Yeah, at least my mind said I could run.
Right. What does it feel like though? Like when you what is the difference between the way your heart feels now?
It's night and day. Before I got the transplant, it had got really bad, really bad. I had flatline 2 more times, before the actual transplant. And I couldn't go through another flatline. I mean, that would have been it. But the difference now, I mean, it feels...
when you say flatline, like your heart stopped?
Yes, yeah.
Whoa, and what did they do to start it back up again?
Okay, after I had this last heart attack, they asked me, they said, Mr. Fletcher, do you want us to put in a pacemaker? And I thought about it a lot because my older brother, Walt, had a pacemaker installed before he passed away. And his pacemaker was actually going off when he died. So I'm like, man, it didn't really do any good for him. So I was like going back and forth. And then, just something, a voice said, yeah, go ahead and get it. And so I told him, yeah, put it in. And the pacemaker saved me.
Wow. So it went flat. Like, so your heart gave up. And then what does the pacemaker do exactly?
It's like a defibrillator, like they have the paddles that give you electric shock, that's what the pacemaker does.
Just give you a little jolt.
Yeah, it's on the inside, inside, and it's connected directly to your heart.
Wow.
When that sucker flatlines, it gives you a jolt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you feel it?
No.
No?
I was dead. Until we say, when you're dead, you don't feel nothing, man.
So you had blacked out too?
Oh, it's not a blackout or like you doze off when you're sleeping. Death is totally different, And I knew that I was dead before I died, before I flatlined. It was just me and my wife and at home, and I was talking to her just like I'm talking to you. And the next thing, all the lights went out. It was like one of those old-fashioned TVs. I don't know if you're old enough to remember these black and white TVs. Yeah. That's exactly how it was. It was just
to a tiny pinprick of light.
Yeah, and you know that's it.
Wow.
It's you absolutely know that this is it, and it's not. This is the irreversible, and you know that this is death, and you're not just dozing off. Yeah, you know it.
Did you have a near-death experience?
I everything. The only thing I had time to say was I had time to call my wife's name. But I mean, when they say things rush, everything was like, this is it. You're not going to be able to do this anymore. You're not going to be able to. This is it. The finalization of everything hits you like you know this is it. You know this is the final thing. This is your last moment on earth, and you know it. It's clear. And I'm like, what do you do? B. All I could do was say my wife's name, and that was it. That was it, man.
So the pacemaker kicks in, and then you come back online.
It was and it was that's a damn good description. I mean, it was like I felt like that I had been asleep for hours. It was the best, most peaceful, restful time of my entire life.
Wow!
And in just a short moment, it felt like I had been asleep, for 8 hours. I was so rested, so well rested.
Wow.
And my wife told me, it's just a short period of time, but it felt like I had been asleep for 8 hours.
So this happened twice?
Yes. The second time was in the hospital.
Oof.
Yep.
Wow. So they tell you, okay, Mr. Fletcher, we have a heart for you.
Yeah. They called me like 2:40 in the morning, I think it was.
Ooh. So you have to get in there right now? Is that how it works?
No. I had hours before I had to actually be at the hospital. I said be at the hospital, I think, like 6 or 7 that morning. Yeah.
And then you're thinking, whoa, boy.
I was happy and sad when I got the call. I was happy for myself because I didn't think I could go through another flat line, but I was sad for the donor and the donor's family. Yeah, I knew somebody had to pass away in order for me to get that heart.
Yeah.
So I felt real bad about that.
So they put it in you. You wake up. What does that feel like?
It felt like being born again, a rebirth, another try, another go at life.
Wow.
Yep. I get another start, another chance at it. My set ain't over.
Wow. So from the moment, so they have to open you up, right?
Oh, yeah.
They do that chest spreader thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what is all that like?
Well, of course,
You were
Don't-
out, of
yeah.
course. But when you
But-
wake up and you look down, you're covered with stitches, right? I mean, it must be a giant scar, right?
No, well, they are so good now, Joe, that I have a scar, but consider this is my second time being split open. First time in '05 when they put a metal valve in, I flatlined during that operation 3 times on the table during the operation itself. So me and flatline, 5 flatlines, I think I'm at my limit, man.
Wow.
So I seen the scars. They had to take the pacemaker out. They took the metal valve out of they took the old heart had the metal valve in it, so they took the old heart out. They put in a new heart, and it's just, man, it's unbelievable. Because before, a shower would kill me. If I took a shower, I'd be done for the rest of the day.
A shower?
Yeah, a shower would kill me for the rest of the day. And I had a seat in the shower,
How would a shower kill you?
Oh man, it was that amount of physical activity, and how people taking a shower for granted, but that amount of physical activity would kill me. I'd be wiped out.
Just for washing yourself?
Yes, for the rest of the day, man. It was.
So you were hanging by a thread.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
It was kill me. And my wife was opening jars for me. Here I am, former bench press world champion, and I got my wife. Hey, baby, could you open this jelly jar for me?
Wow.
Yeah, it's humbling, very big time humbling.
How long did you have to stay in the hospital for?
We were in the hospital not very long. I mean, we got out of, we went straight to intensive care. They keep you there for like 3 days. But I think I was probably released within 2 weeks total.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then are you using a walker or are you walking fine? Like, what is it?
I wouldn't say I was walking fine, but I was walking.
You're just walking slowly?
Oh, big time slowly. Yeah, I was crawling along, man.
Wow. And how long did it take for you to get to where you're at like now? Like now I'd have no idea that you had a heart transplant.
Really? Well, I appreciate that, Joe.
No, when I saw you, I mean, you look very happy.
Oh, I am happy.
You look like you're glowing.
Happy. I'm extremely happy just to be alive. When you come that close to dying, I mean, every day is just a blessing, man. If people ask me, how you doing, CT? I'm blessed, man. I got no complaints.
Legitimately blessed.
Oh, yes. No complaints whatsoever, man. I wanted to hug the head. Joe, I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you too, man.
I'm alive.
Wow.
Because last time I was on, we talked about me needing a transplant. And I needed the transplant, and now I'm back. I had it, and the first 6 months were rough.
Yeah.
The first 6 months after it was.
Like how so?
The jelly jar, opening the jelly jar, just not being able to do, normal things. The first thing I tried to do was walk. So they had me walk around, I guess, a city block, maybe a city block. Joe, when I first tried to walk around a city block, I'd have to stop probably 12, 13 times and take a seat and get up and try to walk. And it was killing me, man. My wife would slow down. She'd slow down and walk with me. And I said, it was such a struggle. And I'm like, you know what? I don't give a damn how long it take me. I'm going to make it, man. I'm going to make it. So just keep going.
And what kind of activity are you able to do now a year later?
I am lifting again, but very lightly. I'm able to do, the machine and stuff in the gym. I think I've been able to do that for the last 2 months.
So when you say lightly, is this by doctor's orders?
Yeah, the doctor. I can't do anything, without them approving it first. Yeah, except the run in the parking lot. They didn't approve that. Yeah, my mind was like, "Go ahead, you can do it." Wow. My body was like, "Leave me out, this motherfucker."
Yeah. So what holds you back in terms of like lifting weights? Like, why do you have to go light?
And my strength is just nowhere near what it used to be. The strength is still, I can tell that, I have a long way to go. But, just to be able to do anything. So I get in there and do what I can. Mm-hmm. That's what I tell people all the time, man. If you can't, do what you want to do, at least get in there and do what you can do.
Yeah.
It's better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, do they have you on medication to make sure that the heart doesn't get rejected by your body?
Most definitely. And people are out there who've had transplants. I know that they're like, oh, man, yeah, I take about 21 different medications every day.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
21 different medications. And what are the side effects of this stuff?
They used to be worse, but now, my feet are swollen pretty much every day. Something in the medication kind of kicks my arthritis. I have arthritis too, so it kind of kicks in. My toes are stiff, and pretty much every day. But when I compare the side effects to what could possibly happen, which is death, the side effects ain't shit. I'll take them.
Now, will you have to take this medication forever?
It gets less and less. When I go back this month, back up to Palo Alto where they did the transplant, they're going to take off about 4 or 5 different medications. So I'm a year out now, they less, and then the further you get out, the less medication. I'm thinking eventually we'll get down to 2 or 3.
But you'll always have to take something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And is this because your body doesn't understand why it has someone's heart in it?
For a while, that in the beginning, like I'm taking 21 now. It's because to keep the chances of rejection down.
Why do bodies reject? Do they understand that?
Well, yeah, it wasn't the one that you was born with.
Right.
It's a foreign, a foreign heart. And I really want to talk to you about that heart, what I know about it.
It's a woman's heart, right?
Yeah, so you know
yeah,
already.
I'm following you,
I
brother.
thought I was going to drop a bomb on you.
No, I'm following you.
He knows
everything.
Very good, Joe. Very good. Yeah, but I tell you that threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
And I was, I'm always talking about how strong my faith is, and I'm faith, man, the Superman of faith. and I have so much faith till nothing can't phase me. You know, I went into the operation. Hey, I'll see you guys on the other side of this because, you know, I know I'm going to be all right. I got so much faith that, you know, I'm going to get through this. So I'm going to see you guys. But when the doctor came in and told me that I had a woman's heart, that socked the shit out of my faith, man. Because I had done study, you know, I looked, you know, studied on this, the survival rate of male to female, and it wasn't good. The studies that I had read wasn't good. When they do female to male, it's not good. And I was like, everything I had read said it's not a good thing. The doctor comes in and says, yep, you got a woman's heart, and she wasn't that much younger than you are. I'm like, fuck. that you know, that tested my faith big time.
How did she die?
I have no idea. But the thing, I have feelings. I haven't talked to the family. I would love to. I don't know anything about it, but I have these feelings, and I really would like to know if what I'm feeling is right. You know, I really want to meet the family and let them know that I'm out here doing everything I can to raise donor awareness, and that their mother or their wife or their sister or their aunt didn't die in vain, and that I'm doing my absolute best to carry on and let people know that, you know, she was a donor, and that it's so utterly important for people to donate, to give the gift of life.
What are these feelings that you're having?
I have feelings that for some reason I can see that I feel like she was an Oriental lady.
Really?
I you know, I don't know why, but I really have feelings like that, and I feel like I can see this woman telling her husband, you know, I'll see you when you get home from work, and making plans with her kids for the weekend. And I have no idea if this is right or not.
Wow.
But I just have those feelings.
Are they recurring?
Yes.
And do you remember it like a memory?
It's like I get to look into her, you know, her existence, her life, and I have I could be totally wrong. She could be a Jamaican lady. Right. You know, I have no idea if I'm in the ballpark or not. I just have this feeling. I just have a feeling.
Wow. Do you have any unusual cravings or anything, like food or?
I don't think. No, I don't think I have any. I do talk to her, and I feel like that. You know, when I was walking around and I'm trying to make it around that block, I would often ask her for help to help me make it around that block. Wow. Yeah, I talk to her a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Come on, lady. I need your help. You know what I mean?
Do you have a name for her?
I just call her lady. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. I need your help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Superman from Compton has a lady's heart.
Now, when you say that it's not, the results aren't good for lady hearts in male bodies.
Yeah.
Did you say that to the doctor?
Yeah. I mean, the doctor, it's so funny. I don't even know if the doctor's supposed, because it was this one doctor, he would come in, a young guy, and he would come in every day. How you doing, Mr. Fletcher? And I always say, I'm blessed. I don't care. When I woke up from the transplant, I consider every second after that a blessing. It's borrowed time, man. I wasn't supposed to be here. So my answer is always, I'm blessed. So he come in, how you doing, Mr. Fletcher? I'm blessed. I'm blessed. He said, you know what? You're going to change that. And I go, no, doc, it's nothing you can say that's going to make me change my answer. I'm going to always be blessed no matter what you say. He said, you think you're doing really good, don't you? And I went, hell yeah, I think I'm alive. Yeah, I think I'm doing good. I walked around this hospital corridor. I think I'm doing really good. He said, you're not. You're doing about what you're supposed to be doing. And you have a woman's heart. And it's too small for you. And she was almost your age. I go, fuck.
It's too small.
Yeah. He told me that the heart was too small. And the lady was, I was 58 or 9, and 59, because I'd be 60 on June the 8th. So he says it's too small, and you're not doing anything extraordinary. You're just doing average. And she's your age. I'm like, man, for the rest of the day, I was fucked. I'm like, man, God, why did you do this to me? Why did you give me a woman's heart and an old woman at that? Why can't you give me an 18?
Right.
Why, God? I was questioning, why did you do this to me?
Did you ask him?
Heck yeah.
What did he say?
You mean the doctor or God?
The doctor.
I didn't ask the doctor. My doctor did come in, and you know what? I'm sorry. I did ask the doctor. I asked her. I said, "Doc, why? Why could you?" And dude, I had tears in my eyes because this was, I'm like, fuck, I got another heart, but I ain't gonna last long.
Right.
I'm gonna be out of here. So it was, it was fucking with me. And the doctor, I asked her, why? Why? And she looked me in the eyeballs, Joe, and she said, Mr. Fletcher, we didn't want you to die. It's just that simple. We didn't want you to die.
So that was what was available.
That was what was available. It was a healthy heart, and I needed one bad, Joe.
Now, will that heart grow to match your body?
It already has, Joe.
Really?
It is the proper size that it did. Yes, and the doctor that told me it was too small is the one who told me that it had grown to the proper size.
Wow. So
Yes.
why did it grow? Because it recognized it was in a bigger body?
Joe, I that's on the physical. If you look at it physically, and probably, with a rational mind, that would probably it realized that it had to adapt to a large. But I'm gonna give a little credit to God because that's just me, man. So because he came back too fast. It was like a week later and said it's already the size it should be.
A week later?
Yes.
A week after the transplant?
A week later, before I left the hospital, he was telling me that it's already the size it should be.
Jesus.
And I said, see, Doc, I told you I'm blessed, man.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
What did he say? Did the doctor say it doesn't make any sense too?
No.
Or is it just a normal thing?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wow.
I have no idea if it's a normal thing or not. But, I'm giving credit. Wow, another miracle. Thank God. And like I said, I questioned God, and my answer was I got back was simple. He said, if I gave you a 18-year-old Olympic athlete's heart, CT, and you recovered and was doing well, then people are going to say that that's why. You got an 18-year-old Olympic gold medalist heart, and you're able to recover and stuff because of this. Mm-hmm. But if I take an old lady's heart that's too small, and that you're not supposed to be able to come back and do these things with this heart, then they're going to have to give me a little credit. He said, I have a habit of taking the least of the least, the lowest of the low, and making something out of it. And I said, let me shut the fuck up. You're absolutely right. It wouldn't be that impressive.
Right.
It wouldn't be a miracle if if it was just a wonderful heart. But because I'm God, I'm going to take this heart and give it to you, and you're going to still do all those things. Wow. So shut up, CT. I said, okay. That's good.
Now, when you're exercising now, are you pushing, or are you just getting to a point where you just feel a little tired and you back off?
No, Joe Rogan. I can't help but push myself.
I know. That's why I'm asking that.
Yeah, it's, I give everything I got. Yeah, I can't help it. I cannot help it.
Do you feel weird when your heart starts beating heavy? Or should I say her heart?
Yeah, her heart starts beating pretty fast. And, I don't feel weird. I feel like it's something I've done my whole life, and I'm just glad to be back, able to do, some of what I used to do. It's just, I feel good. I still talk to her, though. Come on, lady.
I'm sure.
We got to get through this set, lady. Come on.
And now you feel it building up? Like you feel like every month or so you get stronger?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I feel that the longer that it's in me, the longer that the heart is in me, the more it feels like, that's where it should be. And my body adapts.
And how long does a heart transplant usually survive in a person?
Well, I think the longest at this point is close to 40 years.
40 years. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want 40 years.
That's
I don't want to be 100, man.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
I never expected, like I said, on June the 8th, I'll be 60. I never expected to make it to 40.
Really?
So, really? Really? Yeah, I never expected to make, I expected to die young. So I'm way past what I thought I would make it anyway. So it's a blessing.
Why'd you think you were going to die that young?
Oh man, I wanted to be, I wanted to be the skyrocket, man, to shoot brilliant, like to shoot way up in the sky and be a brilliant burst. And man, I thought that would be the perfect ending. Just go for it, and explode. That dead motherfucker, yeah, but he was something else when he was alive, and I'd be happy with that,
That's what you thought was going to happen?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you got to settle in for 40 more years.
Yeah. I don't even want to be 40.
Well, why do you say that, though?
Yeah,
you want to be alive right now, and every day's a blessing right now.
Yeah.
So why isn't 40 years a blessing?
It would be a blessing, but I mean, I would be, I don't want to be around where I don't want to be a burden on anybody. And I think when you're 100, man, somebody else got to take care of you, wipe your ass,
Yeah.
You got to wear diapers and shit. And I don't know if I wouldn't want to be around to be a burden on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But right now, you're not a burden.
I hope not.
No.
I think my wife might disagree, but I hope not.
But you're moving around, man. I mean, like I said, if I didn't know, I would have no idea.
Well, I appreciate that.
And even though I know you must have lost some muscle, you still, if I just met you, I'd be like, this is a jacked dude.
Really?
Yeah, you still look at the size of your arms, man. They're still huge.
I don't think so, but
Just
I appreciate
compared to
that.
what they used to be, that's why.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
all it is.
maybe. So I don't see him as huge. Yeah. That kind of stuff don't even matter that much to me anymore.
Right, I'm sure. You have a new lease on life.
Oh yeah, big time.
What matters to you now?
The really important things are, of course, my family, and spreading donor awareness is so important, because so many people die just waiting to get a heart. On the list, I think 21 people a day pass away just waiting, trying to get. And I was so fortunate, so blessed to be able to get one, that I want to try to make sure that other people get one too. So if whatever I can do to try to raise awareness.
What is the problem? Like people putting that they'll donate their organs on their
it's so
driver's license?
simple. You can do it online now on your driver's license. In California, you can. I don't know about other states, but in California, you can do it all online. And through the DMV, and get your dot on your driver's license. And I want to be a donor. And I mean, you can't take the stuff with you, no way. So
No. People get paranoid too. I've heard people say, I'm worried about doing that because what if they don't resuscitate me because they need someone to get a heart or a liver or something? I'm like, I don't know, man. I really don't think that's what doctors are into.
No.